one of the best things I did last year was to quit Instagram. I also quit my job and I traveled around the world, but mainly quitting Instagram I think was the best mental health action I took in the last few years, because I thought of it as something not mandatory but relevant to me being social. When you move to another country, as I did some years ago, you feel like you have to keep in touch with the people you leave behind. And one of the ways I was keeping in touch was to have my Instagram chat available and also active. Since I quit, I realized that it altered my mind for real. I was thinking even of my photos and videos that I would take during a normal day. If I would see something that was creating some sort of emotion in myself, I wasn't capturing it or taking a photo or a video of it if I didn't think it was aesthetic enough for this version of my Instagram profile that I had in my head that should have been cool and artsy and aesthetically pleasing. So I was denying myself even the joy of just capturing some images with random things that were supposedly ugly but did have an effect on me. I was avoiding anything that was uncool to, as I said, mind-altered Instagram thinking. First, I deleted it and I did cheat a few times, 2-3 times. I went on the browser, but then I didn't go on the platform for 6 months. And yeah, last month I just deactivated the account. First, I just deleted the app from my phone, and then I recently deactivated the entire account. And of course, the sum of vices it's constant. I used other platforms to feel my need for social recreation. I used YouTube, but here at least I think I'm learning some things as well, and I can also listen to audiobooks and learn about history. This occupying less my head with how I should curate my life. This is the perfect way to put it, because with Instagram I was mainly thinking of how to curate my life so that it looks good on paper, and I was dreaming someone else's photos and images and videos for myself. I wasn't allowing myself a lot of space to let my imagination create these images. Of course, there are some benefits to it. Having a mood board or having access to some other people who, I don't know, architects, painters, designers who have more education and a greater sense of coolness and aesthetics. It's important to have access to those two. That's how our imagination can start running as well, and we get educated by watching others who are educated and creative, but not to the point where we cancel our own thinking and doing and just go with what's cool. I have this problem with cool. What I recommend for myself, future self, is to get rid of other social media that I know is addictive and doesn't serve me much. The main thing with social media, especially when it's so visual, is that it makes us compare, or it made me compare my insides with someone else's outsides. There are many other platforms that are worse. One of them, for me at least, I noticed that very fast and I managed to get out of it, is the other video platform where short form videos run endlessly. That one was frying my brain instantly. I noticed after only a few weeks of using it that after watching 1 hour of those videos and being glued to it, unable to stop scrolling or just watching, I felt my brain was fried. I literally felt that my brain cells were dying, and that got me stopped. Another platform that I'm using but I won't recommend because it doesn't pay its artists well is one for music and books. I listen to audiobooks and I also listen to a lot of music. That one I will still keep. I'm also using a messenger app to keep in touch with friends and families. That's one I will also keep for now. But I'm having a second app that I'm using for messaging that uses groups, and it connects me with people I don't know but on specific niche topics, such as flat search in Berlin, for example, or events in my neighborhood. Maybe I will give I'll give up on that one. I decided to give up on at least one more of these apps that have some power over my time. And even with YouTube, I think of using it more strategic in the future. God help me, because I'm not so good with impulse control. I'm using this file to file my nails. It's funny how social media became this drug in the pocket, this easily accessible drug. Everybody's using it. My parents use it. My mom is on TikTok. My dad is on Facebook. They both are so active, each on their own platform. They see the downfall of it, but they cannot stop, and they feel more connected. My father was telling me that he connected with some of his school friends, and he's in his 60s, so him and his friends went to this funeral. And he was joking that everybody was, from the people that he used to know as a child, everybody was on Facebook, and they connected at the funeral on the platform. This is somehow useful, but then again, it doesn't replace the actual going to a funeral with your childhood friends in your 60s. My plant over there doesn't look so well. I don't know what to do. I think I will just let it pass away. I am clueless about plants, although my big dream is to go off-grid. This is funny. I am extremely funny with my dreams. Also, my dad, he's really funny. He was saying that house chores, which he does not enjoy, but he still does because he lives alone. He was saying that he's waiting for the platform, or in his terms, another Facebook that would fold the clothes after washing them, washing the clothes, cleaning the floor. And yeah, he was asking for a robot with social awareness, which is not some big fiction, and it will soon be a reality. Robots will take care of our parents, if so.